Grapes for Humanity, Canada's newly formed youth council, is holding its first ever fundraising event in an effort to build schools in Nepal. It's a project that's been on the mind of one of the council co-chairs, George Tedford, for a long time. Telford. And George is joining us this morning, along with Tony Aspler, the co-founder of Grapes for Humanity. Good to speak to both of you this morning. And we've got the wine set up in front of you. And of course, Tony, people would recognize you for your wine reviews and, as an aficionado here in this country here. Let's talk about how Grapes for Humanity has kind of come to this and the importance of these schools.
Well, Grapes for Humanity was founded by Arlene Willis and myself 25 years ago. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary. And,
congratulations.
We started off basically supporting victims of landmines because Arlene Willis, my co-founder, was her brother was killed by a landmine in Vietnam in 1968, and she wanted to honor his memory. And Arlene is an amazing person. She created the first wine auction with the Toronto Symphony in 1991.
Yeah.
And that's where I met her, and she said, we should start our own foundation. And this is
wonderful
how it
initiative.
happened. Yes.
So, George, and here you are. You're part of this now, helping build schools in Nepal, which, of course, I understand from statistics about a third of the population is illiterate. So this is an incredibly important initiative here. How did you get involved with, Grapes for Humanity? And tell us more about the connection here.
We got involved when my partner Jack and I went to the event, Grapes for Humanity, in the spring. We had such a great time that we decided to start our own initiative called the Youth Council, where we're currently throwing our first event tonight called Pour with Purpose.
That's wonderful. And so what's the idea? How much money do you plan on raising, and what do you need to raise to build a school?
To build a school and build on it costs about $40,000. So we believe we've hit our goal after expenses, which we're pretty proud about.
Hey, that's remarkable. Congratulations on that. Tony, you've got a young gentleman to your right here, doing good things, global citizen almost. What does that feel like, 25 years after you launch something to sort of still have
amazing.
This impact?
Every respect to these young people who have, on their own initiative, came forward and said, we'd like to help. And this shows, a really empathetic approach to life. And we're just so thrilled that this happened.
So what's the wine connection here in terms of the auction? How do you acquire the wine, and then how do the auctions operate?
Well, we rely on donations. And if you go to our website, grapesforhumanity.com, you can donate or find out how to donate. And, it's an amazing thing how generous the wine community is. I mean, these wines in front of us were actually made by a collaboration of winemakers in Niagara, and their photos are on the labels.
That's wonderful. That's really good. And George, I'm curious. You're Canadian, but you're obviously a global citizen with your eye beyond the horizon here. What was it about Nepal and education and schools there that caught your eye and said, I want to do something?
One of the 4 pillars of Grapes for Humanity, one of them is education, and finding that 1/3 of the population of Nepal is illiterate, we found it would be a great place to go and help out.
Will you have an opportunity to go and help in the build?
Yeah, we're going in around January to go and help build it,
Amazing. Tonight's event, is it completely sold out already?
We believe so, yes.
Okay, well, congratulations on
that.
Tony, I wonder if you could just sort of maybe even mention some of the winemakers perhaps that are involved in this, because, I think pumping up the Niagara wine community, especially for their generosity at a time like this, is remarkable.
Yes, well, Thomas Batchelder and, let's have a look at the photographs of the...
Okay, Colin Stanners, Jonas Newman, Mackenzie Breezewell. Okay, so there's more than one necessarily on each bottle.
There's... each bottle has photos of all the winemakers.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, this is
great.
great.
They were very generous in coming together. These
I haven't been drinking.
Competitors. But they come together and help the cause.
I love that collaboration in the Niagara wine industry. They sort of have that rising tide lifts all ships, and in this case, they're helping the global community too.
And I should say that Grapes for Humanity is an all-volunteer operation. 90% of the funds we raise go to the projects that we support.
Well, that is remarkable. That's something definitely worth raising a glass to. Tony, pleasure seeing you this morning. Thanks for doing this. George, congratulations on the Youth Council. Pleasure meeting you both. Appreciate this.